Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Inshallah, we continue our discussion on nouns and their numbers. So, singular, plural, dual we covered already, which I've highlighted, which I've grayed out on the right of the screen, and you can go to the previous lesson to look at the rules for that. And now we will talk about plurals. And plurals are in Arabic are actually three types. But let's start with the first one. So I'll actually first identify that here. So what we have is what's called sound plurals. Okay. We also have what's called broken plurals. And broken plurals are those that don't necessarily follow rule per se. They just follow patterns. They're just not predictable in the fashion that we covered the dual case, where you had the alif noon, and if you add that, if you keep applying that formula, you end up with the word that's in a dual case. But here, the broken plural has actually a pattern. So, and you have to really go to the dictionary. But I'll talk more about that in the future lessons. Let's focus on the sound plurals. And in the sound plurals, I'm going to look at the first discussion will be on the masculine. Okay, so let's take that here and we go into masculine. And the rule there is you add to a masculine word, you would add a waw and noon. If you look at the top, we were adding alif and noon with a kasra on the noon up above in dual case, which is right here. But in the sound plurals, we add a waw and a noon. So now let's look at some examples. Okay, so I'm going to put the singular words here and the plural words here. So let's take a word. It's ظالم. Refers to a wrongdoer. Comes from oppression. And so ظالم. And if we add now waw noon, just applying that formula, so that refers to one wrongdoer. Now if you apply the formula, it becomes ظالم. And then up to this point, do this again. Up to this point, it's the same word, and with the meme at the end. And now we go and we add the waw and the noon. Okay, and like you can see here, ظالمون becomes ظالمون. Okay, so let's add that here. So ظالمون, and it's always going to have that the fatha on the noon in this case. So let's go on to take another example, and let's take a word that comes in the Quran is tawwabun, someone who repents, and we add waw noon fatha. So again, applying the rule, we get tawwabu. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the ba, tawwabu, right? And now add the waw and noon, tawwabuna. Okay, so notice how the tanween drops off, and we're left with just the one haraka here, right here. Okay, and we're in this case we had the tanween, so that drops off. So tawwabun with the waw noon addition becomes tawwabuna. So many, it's more than two. Okay, because the two was the dual case. So those are two examples that you can take, inshallah, in this lesson, and then we will now in the Quran you will see this plurals used a lot, and then we'll talk about this. But this is a masculine plural, and now look at the ending here. What's important, I want to highlight that, is these both words, what are they? They're masculine and they're indefinite, and the other thing they have is that they are in uninfluenced state. So that's something I want you to recognize, that they're in uninfluenced state. How do we know that? Because they're in their natural state, because of the two dhammas that they have here in this indefinite form. So, inshallah, key thing, masculine, indefinite, and you have this formula for plurals, okay? And I'll add that to emphasize this is uninfluenced, okay? Inshallah, that said, I will talk about the feminine lesson next time. With that, practice this, go to the Quran, find out words that you can identify as sound plurals, inshallah, and that'll help you recognize the words. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.